Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome into the ultimate guide to playing Union Arena online. Today we're going to be diving into the best sites for deck building, exploring Union Arena sets, as well as the best simulator, my favorite one to play online with. And yeah, basically just the ultimate guide to help people get into Union Arena as well as practice online, all 100% free for anyone trying to get into the game. Also, real quick, while this guide isn't necessarily a beginner's guide, and I do have plans to really make a hopefully an in-depth series eventually once life calms down, moving apartments and stuff right now, so bear with me on the content. But yeah, for anyone who's brand new to the game trying to learn, just keep in mind there is a Union Arena tutorial app. You can download it for free, and this will actually teach you like the ropes as far as like the basics of the game, just because the simulator that we're going to be talking about as well as ExBurst don't necessarily teach you how to play the game exactly. So yeah, just wanted to mention that, and yeah, if you guys are waiting on a beginner's guide, even just tips on like gameplay tips and stuff like that, just keep in mind that is coming soon. Starting it off though, ExBurst, yeah, this is definitely my favorite site for building decks, exploring sets, and all that stuff, and there's even different versions, so you can look at the English version that we're currently playing on, of course, and covering, and then there's also the Japanese version, so you can look at future sets and what Japan has that we might be getting and stuff. ExBurst is also really nice for so many things. There's you can find different content on here. This is where I post my content as well as tournament results here. I think this is a newer feature. Also, just wanted to mention that all credit for ExBurst goes 100% to Trakan and anyone else helping him make this. And then for Cardboard Kitsune, all credit goes to Neuroshock, the creator, as well. Really small dev teams. I believe Neuroshock might even still be working alone. And yeah, they are looking for any support. So if you guys want to hop into their Discord to explore the community as well as show support through their Patreons and stuff, I'll have all the links down below. So definitely show some support where you can. But yeah, if you're looking to explore sets on ExBurst, you can just click on the build button here, card list, and then you can see all of the different IPs as well as estimated release dates for when they're going to be added to ExBurst 2, which is really, really cool. And then yeah, you can click on a set here. They have really nice filter options as well, so if you want to look at like alternate arts and the release event stuff, you can also hide those things just to look at the cards in the playset, which is what I normally do. It's really nice. There's even features like, where is it? Up here in the settings, you can even turn on the price tags that are linked to TCG Player. So if you do end up building a deck, you can actually look at the total price of it and pull up the cards directly to TCG Player. There's so many really, really good tools through ExBurst, so I highly recommend it. I don't know how many people play card games without virtual tools like this, whether it be just to help you change deck builds or explore sets and stuff, but even just playing a simulator online, like having all these tools is so nice and really, really helpful for getting into the game and getting your confidence up to go play locally and stuff. I definitely know it helped me, that's for sure. So yeah, definitely check out ExBurst. It's an amazing site. You can create profiles on here. Just sign in with your Google account, and then there's even a collection feature that ExBurst has, so you can keep track of your Union Arena set progress, keeping track of what cards you might need and stuff like that. And also, if you're into other card games, they even have a Pokemon TCG Pocket section and a section for the upcoming Gundam card game. So really, really nice. exburst.dev, amazing, amazing website. And then yeah, Cardboard Kitsune is very straightforward, very simple in the best ways. Once you're on the main site here and you've registered, everything's going to be directed in the top right button up here. Go to Deck Builder. You can hop into the different deck building options here, North America or the Japanese version, and then when you go to open lobby, this is where you're actually going to filter and find where you want to play, either the Japanese version or of course the North America version. And then if you go to support the sim here, this is where you can show your love. Hop into the Discord, I believe, too. Maybe there's not a link here directly. Oh, I think there's one Discord link right here on the main menu. Of course, I'll have all the links in the description as well of this video. But yeah, if you guys want to show your support, it's always going to help, of course, improve the simulators and stuff. I know he has a lot planned, and there is still a lot to work on for the Sims, but it's come a long way. It's in a really good spot. I like it. Also, I wanted to mention that while the simulator isn't perfect right now, I do recommend, if you're playing on the simulator for the first time ever, maybe loading up 2 different accounts. Unless you have a friend to play with, that'd be the best way to learn the sim. But maybe load up 2 different accounts on different browsers. Shout out to one of the homies at Locals, Kneecap, because this is a great idea. I didn't consider this. But essentially, it's a lot easier if you have 2 monitors, but you can do it on one, of course. Basically, just make 2 different accounts on 2 different browsers. You can essentially play a game with yourself so that you can sort of learn the simulator. So yeah, just to show it as an example, I've got Cardboard Kitsune on just a random test account I made here on Google Chrome, and then switch back over to this account here, boom. And one of the reasons I just recommend doing this maybe for your first time ever playing is just so you can learn how the buttons work and stuff, changing phases right here. You're going to go into your movement phase, and keep in mind, because it's a simulator, if you do skip your draw phase, for example, you're still able to set your action point rested in order to do a draw. But yeah, essentially all the actions are tied to clicking on your cards. Again, it can take a little getting used to for sure, but once you get it down, it's really nice. And keep in mind, you can also just load into a game and play against somebody, and there's a nice chat option here so you can talk to them and stuff, a battle log as well, which is really helpful. I personally go to full screen, and if you are having issues with size, just keep in mind the Control plus, Control minus, the magnifying glass, the zoom feature on your browser will affect this. So just keep that in mind. The site's not perfect. There's still a lot to work on, but the fact that it exists and works as good as it does is so awesome, and for free. But yeah, it's really cool. It keeps track of your energy and stuff. So if I tried to play a 2 cost right now, it'll tell me that I don't have the energy. So yeah, it's really fleshed out. Like I said, still some features to be added. I'm waiting for mobile. I think that's going to be awesome when we can actually play this game on mobile, on our mobile browsers. I think that's going to be huge, because I know it's in the roadmap, I'm pretty sure. But again, a lot of other quality of life and improvements to be made first, which is totally understandable. Everything is basically tied to clicking on the cards and pulling up your action menu here. So play to energy line. You can move cards to the front line via this option here. Again, with so many different things to do in the game, there's a lot of different options, so don't get too overwhelmed. But yeah, it's a really nice sim set act. And then yeah, here even just to show it, there's even like a nice little like trigger feature that they added. So if you do attack, target this life, jump back over to this option here, take the damage. As you'll see, there's literally an activate trigger option here. So let me just get a card on the front line to show it. Play to front line. So yeah, if I did have a body on the front line right now and I hit the active trigger, you hit activate trigger, click on the card, target with active trigger, and it'll do the plus 3k. You'll have to do the set active. I think it does that automatically. Again, some things, if they don't work, it's a free sim. There's still a lot of work in progress. Shout out to Neuroshock. He's putting in a lot of work on this sim. Really bringing a lot of life to the game because of it, I will say that. So yeah, also just wanted to mention that one of the reasons that I am even making this video, if you have seen my past ones on playing online, is one, we've gotten a lot of updates on the game and I've learned a lot myself, so just wanted to, you know, keep spreading the word. And two, it's crazy how it's still one of my most commented comments that I'm seeing on a lot of my gameplay videos through the simulator. Yeah, I guess a lot of people just still don't know about this, so I'm doing my part and hopefully spreading the word. And once again, if you guys are, you know, got more free time, you're more social than me, better at Discord than I am, hop into their Discords, especially if you're trying to play some games on the Cardboard Kitsune simulator. There's voice channels that you can hop into, chat with people, meet people through there. So yeah, it's not just queuing up against people online like I do. I basically just try to find people on here to play with randomly, but there's also the whole other aspect of it where you can make private lobbies, find people to play with through the Discord. Really awesome growing community, so definitely hop in there. But yeah, that is the Cardboard Kitsune simulator. Definitely a blessing to have in the community for sure, and ExBurst too as well. Without these two sites, Union Arena and just card games in general, without online tools like this, wouldn't be as fun in my opinion. Again, I do love the physical aspect of it, building the decks, going and playing locally, but being able to practice at home, make deck changes and stuff virtually, really fast, really quick, without having to go into my deck, sort out my cards and stuff, it's just so much nicer. So yeah, huge shout out to Trakan for ExBurst and Neuroshock for Cardboard Kitsune. Show some love to them if you guys can in any way, even just joining the Discord, but obviously through their support channels as well, because I know they'd really appreciate it, and it would help support them too and improve these tools that we love, you know. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Definitely drop a like and let me know what else I should include in more future tutorial stuff. Like I said, this isn't necessarily a beginner's guide to Union Arena, but I do plan on making a full in-depth guide eventually for brand new players. But definitely if you're brand new and you're trying to learn the game, definitely check out that tutorial app. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be pretty busy the next few weeks, so bear with me on uploads and stuff. But once we're all settled in and I've got a lot more free time, I have a lot of Union Arena content planned, so definitely keep your guys' eyes out for that. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.